we got into so much. Let me put one more pin. Let me give him one more question, Curt.
Yeah, do it.
Can you define what is letting go? I'm trying to ask these questions in the context of where we are culturally. This brother right here, Broken Traditions, a great and informative live stream tonight, Kofa. He helped me so much with this YouTube channel and growing, and we just try to be a blessing to each other in these YouTube space. He's in Atlanta too, so I know him personally. We got to know each other over the last few months, but his channel is more geared toward where we are culturally, from a political standpoint to relationships and different things like that. So I tried to pose these questions culturally because it was something that he pointed out to me. I was like, you know what? Even with my content being what it is, male, female, dynamic, a lot of this stuff, it has become cultural. So when I asked that question, what is letting go? Can you answer that from a cultural standpoint? Because we always hear it's like, oh man, just let it go. But a lot of times the Black people will say things but don't provide the tools and the space to actually execute it. So if you can expound on that, what is letting go?
Right. So I'll do my best to give a few examples if we got time. Mm-hmm. So culturally speaking, letting I can tell you more about what it isn't, and then I'll bring it home. Right. Okay. Failing to let go is the cause for suffering. Right. It's literally holding on too tight where there's no other options. Right. Okay. Letting go allows possibilities, right? The mental, emotional, and spiritual rationale behind failing to letting go is your inability to accept the past as it is, right? Okay. It's your inability to accept the past, right? Holding on is your way of saying, I wish the past was different, right? And we know it cannot be, right? So it goes into a few different facets, right? Culturally, we hold on. We think there is some merit in fighting and holding on for dear life as if those scars will make it differently. Trusting that letting go is just your way of releasing it and accepting the past as what it is. I'm not asking you to love it. I'm just asking you not to hate it, because hating is too strong of an emotional investment, and it'll cause you to become overwhelmed in terms of your emotional bandwidth, where you'll start downwardly spiraling. So in essence, from a cultural standpoint, in essence, letting go is your ability to say, I trust in who I am, and anything that happened or doesn't happen, I'm going to be okay. I don't have to be great or terrible, but I know I can start to rebuild when I'm in a state of okay. Your superpower is calmness. And it's hard to remain calm when you don't let go.
Usually a state of panic. And I noticed that with a lot of people. And people ask me, because I don't know why I've always been good at that. Like I know my flaws, but I know what I've been good at too. So I've been able to stay calm. I tell people all the time, I think I said it on here to y'all in the chat before, like big shit, I can handle. It's the little things that bother the shit out of me, because it's like, this is so unnecessary. And that's when I tend to go off. And like, even with my mom, she knows, she's told people like, I don't even know why you talking to him about that. He don't entertain foolishness. He done walked out the room and left me talking to myself. So you ain't got to open hell, because little things like that be like, all right, and I'll walk away or blow up. I don't know which one. I hate small little inconveniences. Big stuff, like I told y'all in the chat before, the aliens or zombies can come tomorrow. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to figure that shit out, like somehow, some way. But I just wanted to just kind of touch base on that with letting go. Like I said, I sent you those 5 questions. I think we went a little bit deeper than what those 5 questions initially would have touched on as well. So I thank you for that, Curt. I thank you for being on here with me, bro. I thank you for being who you are and sharing your story. Of how you got there. I'll drop the TED Talk link into the description of the video afterward for y'all in the chat, so y'all can go see it. Please go watch it. To me, I'm not gonna talk shit, but they did my brother a disservice. They only gave him 16 minutes, but he cooked in that 16 minutes.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Right.
Like, he cooked in that 16 minutes, but I would really like him to get a second time around with some of the 30-minute or hour clips I've seen of some other people. Just to be fair, and I may be being a little bit biased as a black man and his brother's, friend and colleague, but I do want to see that. So TED Talk, if you're listening, we need a round 2 from Dr. Curtis Jasper. Your closing thoughts again. Tell people where they can find you at, and then we're gonna close out.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you for having me. Appreciate the audience participation. Check me out. I'm on Instagram as I am Dr. Curt. I'm on Facebook and Twitter and the new threads as Dr. Curtis D. Jasper. A Google search, that number out there comes directly to me. Let's just stay in touch, man. It is my obligation to do. I've been known as the counselor for the culture, right? And that means that I'm availing. I avail myself and platforms like this to share not only expertise but a little bit of my story, and to honor brothers like you who are doing real work. You don't have to be an expert. There's too many enthusiasts and advocates who are posing as expert. Just be an enthusiast and an advocate. We'll still rock with you, right? You don't have to take out as much loans as me and write a dissertation for you to be helpful in this work, right?
Yeah.
You just don't, right? You just don't carve out your space. So I'm honored that you had this platform. I know who you are on a personal level, man. Congratulations on this. Let's do a part 2 or 3. If my schedule allows it, I'm pulling up. So, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Part 2 or 3. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna let you out, man. I'm gonna definitely give you a heads up for another part 2. I'm gonna listen to the chat because they probably gonna be on me the next, couple of lives. Like when Dr. Curt comes back. So we're gonna figure out a schedule because